am pleased to welcome my fellow March of the Living alumni from all corners of the globe who are all working in the medical profession, dedicating themselves to the health and welfare of their patients. We come together tonight to light these candles in honor and memory of the victims of the COVID-19 pandemic and the medical professionals who sacrificed their lives to care for their patients. We also pay homage to the medical professionals who, in the midst of the horrors of the Holocaust, continued to honor their oath to heal and to provide comfort. I light this candle tonight to honor the nearly 2.8 million people who have lost their lives worldwide to COVID-19.
I light this candle in honor and memory of Dr. Ernst Morch. Dr. Ernst Morch was a member of the Danish resistance, credited with saving almost 500 of the country's 7,000 Jews. Among other things, at a time when the Gestapo was using bloodhounds to sniff out Jews hiding under the false bottoms of fishing boats carrying them to safety in Sweden, he and a friend perfected a mixture to disable the dog's ability to smell. Dr. Ernst Morch is one of almost 300 Gentiles recognized as righteous among the nations at Yad Vashem, Israel's National Holocaust Museum, for risking their lives to save Jews during the Holocaust.
We light this candle in honor and memory of Dr. Adelaide Haas-Hotewal. Dr. Adelaide Haas-Hotewal, a French physician and psychiatrist, was born in the village of La Howald, where she worked in the home for disabled children before the war. Hotewal was arrested in 1942 when she traveled to Nazi-occupied Paris to attend her mother's funeral and was jailed in Bourges with a number of Jewish prisoners.
She was transferred to Auschwitz in January 1943, where Chief Nazi Dr. Edward Werths asked Hotewal to practice gynecology. She agreed until she discovered that medical experiments were being performed on Jewish women with the intention of sterilizing them. In Auschwitz, Hotewal was known as the Saint because of the medical care she provided to Jewish prisoners in secret. She told a fellow prisoner, "None of us are going to get out of this alive, but so long as we are here, we must behave like human beings." She was named Righteous Among the Nations by Yad Vashem in 1965.
I light this candle in honor and memory of Dr. Elchanan Elkies. Dr. Elchanan Elkies was a Jewish physician from Kovno. During the war, he was chairman of the Kovno Ghetto Jewish Council. Before he was transported to a sub-camp of Dachau, he was placed in charge of the camp hospital. He died in the fall of 1944 after a hunger strike, having refused to participate in the camp selections, abiding by his medical oath to first and always do no harm.
I light this candle in honor and memory of Dr. Benedict Jamilski. Dr. Benedict Jamilski was a prominent Lvov doctor with a respected medical practice. He also worked in a hospital doing scientific research to combat hypoglycemia and pulmonary diseases, especially tuberculosis, which the German company Bayer expressed interest in. In 1942, Dr. Jamilski and his family tried to escape by train to Warsaw. He was arrested at the Lublin station and taken to Majdanek. The family never saw him again. Among the letters that arrived in his Lvov apartment after his death were 2 letters in German, one from Majdanek informing the family that Benedict Jamilski was dead, the second, a short letter from Bayer referring to an important component of a drug invented by Dr. Jamilski. In effect, one German letter recognizing his brilliance, the other letter announcing his murder.
I light this candle in honor and memory of Dr. Franciszek Paweł Ryszeja. Dr. Franciszek Paweł Ryszeja was a Polish orthopedic physician and academic teacher. On July 21, 1942, he went to an apartment at Kladna Street 26 in the Warsaw Ghetto to take care of a Jewish patient, where he was murdered in the apartment alongside his patient, Abe Gutenayer, his family, 2 Jewish doctors, and a nurse. by the Gestapo under the command of SS Sturmbannführer Hermann Hoffel. Dr. František Pavel Ryšea is recognized as one of the righteous among the nations in Yad Vashem.
Dr. Gisela Perl was a Jewish gynecologist and Auschwitz survivor who cared for her fellow inmates, working with virtually no tools, no anesthetic, and little help. Dr. Gisela Perl saved hundreds of Jewish women's lives by performing abortions on the pregnant woman through saving them from the gas chamber. She ultimately opened her own clinic in New York dedicated to helping women with infertility, including those very same Holocaust survivors she met in camp, delivering some 3,000 babies. Every time Dr. Gisela Perl entered a delivery room, she stopped first to pray, "God, you owe me a life, a living baby."